Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Avanish Singh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last session, we have seen the list comprehension. We have seen basic concepts of list comprehension. Moving forward, in this session, we are going to uh, see some more concepts related to the list comprehension, as well as we will see about the dict comprehension as well. So, sorry, we have already seen the basic concepts like how you can use for loop as well as conditional statements with the list comprehension. Today we are going to see how we can use uh, nested for loops as well as how we can use conditional statements with the list comprehension. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Let me just create a list quickly. Let's suppose we have a list with some names. Let's say Avanish, Ashish, Sumit, Harshit, Nandini. Yeah. So we have some names here. Suppose I want to, as you can see in this list, uh, there are six words are there, or you can say six names are there. So suppose the requirement is that we want to print each and every character from a list of words. Let's say there are six words are there. I want to print each and every character. Currently in this list there are only six elements, but when our requirement fulfill, there will be many elements like A will be a different element, B will be a different element, again A another element, another element, I, S, H. So we will separate each and every character and print into a list. That's our requirement. So how we can solve this using list comprehension? Let's see that. It's very easy. You just have to, since you are using list comprehension, so you have to create a list, and inside that I can use a for loop. So for I in X, suppose, what this loop will do for you is for each time whenever this loop executes, it will pick a element or a word from X and put it into the X. But we are not going to work on element or word. We are not going to work on this whole element. We want to extract each and every element or each and every character from this word. So for doing this, we have to use another loop as well. What that loop will do, I'll let you know in a minute. Let's say for J in I. Why I have used I here, I will let you know. Okay. See, let's let's clear this issue. When first time this loop executes from the X, this I'm talking about this loop. When first time it executes, it will pick X from here, correct? It will pick Avanish from this X list and put it into the I. Now, what is my requirement? My requirement is to separate the characters from this word, which is Avanish. So how I can do that? I have to use I have currently in I have Avanish. Currently the value of I is Avanish. So if I run a loop on I, so it will extract each and every element from Avanish. So that is why I use this loop on I. Correct? That is clear to you? Okay, let's move. So it from X, Avanish will be picked. It will be through put into I, and from this loop, since I has Avanish now, so I will pick the first time when this loop executes, it will pick A and put into the J. Again, loop will execute and it will pick I and put it into J, sorry V, and put it into J. Again third time when this loop runs, it will pick A again, the third character which is A again, and put into J. Since this is a nested for loop, so it will execute until unless all these characters from the first word, until unless it put all these characters from the first word into J. Then again, once this loop is done, again this loop will execute. Okay, if you solve this problem using your simple flow of for loops, you will able to understand how it is going, how it is running. But for now you can understand that these two loops are nested loops, not the different loops. Okay. Okay, so what we are going to achieve, we are going to achieve each and we are going to fetch each and every character from this one. Okay, now what I will do, since I have to print each and every character, so I will print uh, in the form of expression. I will put J here. Fine, because J is a variable where each and every character is there. Okay, let's just print it. Yeah, so as you can see in this list, each and every character from this list has been separated. So you can see this is how we can use list comprehension for nested loops. Also, you can put some condition here as well if you wanted. You can put some condition here as well. Let's say if I can put some conditions as well. Let's say you are using only if, then what you can do, let's say if print only those elements when, or print only uh, what I can say vowels, print only vowels. Okay, so if j double equals to a, or j double equals to e, or j double equals to I, or j double equals to o, or j double equals to u. So now it will print only vowels. As you can see, it has printed only vowels from this list. It has separated as well. Also, it has print only vowels. So this way you can use if condition as well. Okay, let's move forward. Uh, so now we can see how we can use if else in the list comprehension. Suppose I wanted to use if else situation here. So uh, let me write the syntax again. If you're using if else, then syntax will be slightly different. Let's say expression if and if condition else expression for loop or loops. Okay, so this will be the syntax when we are using if else. So expression will be there, whatever output you want to print. And since you know that in the case of if and else, there are two expressions. One is for if, another one is for else. So else expression will be written after else, and if expression, if condition expression will be written before if condition. And in the end, you can write your loop. Right. Okay. I have a scenario here. Sorry. Okay. I have a scenario here. What I can think. Let's say I have a list of some mobile numbers with country code. Huh? So let's say Indian mobile number. Let's say UK's mobile number. Let's say I'm just taking some samples. Huh? Let's say US one. Let's say a Mexico one. Let's again say an Indian one. All right. Okay. So we have these contact numbers. What I want to achieve here, I want to write a program that will check the country code, that will check the country code of a mobile number and let us know that whether it is Indian contact number or not. Just I want to check whether it is an Indian contact number or not. That's it. If it is an Indian contact number, I will write Indian number, otherwise undefined. That's it. From this list, if a contact number is an Indian origin number, I will I will print as Indian number, otherwise undefined. That's what a new list should have. So that is what our requirement is. So what I can do, I can just write a loop here for a in z. Let's say I have created a variable a. Now it will pick the first number from z and put it into a. Now I have to check from this a. So what I can do, I can write the condition here. If a of C, in this example, you can see the first three characters are containing the country code. Huh? So I can slice those first three characters and check whether they are starting with +91 or not. If they are starting with +91, I can easily say that they are Indian number. Okay. So if A0 of colon 3 double equals to, since it is a string, so it will be easy, 91. If a of 0 colon 3, so you must be familiar with the slicing rule of Python. It is a start index and it is a stop index, and they subtract 1 with the stop index. So if a 0 colon 3 double equals to 91, then what I can say, I can say, see in the syntax. If after the if condition, whatever the expression is getting, we are whatever expression we are getting from this if condition, we are writing it to in the front of if condition. So I will write the expression in the front. So what is the expression that I will get if the country code is +91? So it will be Indian number. I will print simply Indian number if the country code is +91. Otherwise, else, see, I'm following this syntax. Else, what I can say, undefined. That's it. So as you can see, this is my expression. It is an expression of if condition. This is my if condition. Else, I have used else. Else, expression of else I have written here. Then loop. As you can see, I have totally followed my syntax. That's it. Okay, so we can print this. Yeah, if you run this, you can easily see that whatever number are starting with +91, known as an Indian number. I hope this concept is understood by you. If any questions you have, you can ping in the comment. I will answer that. Okay, let's move to the dict comprehension. Okay, so what is dict comprehension? What is dictionary comprehension, or we can say? So dictionary comprehension is much more similar to the list comprehension, but as you know, in dictionary we treat it in the form of key value pair. So here as well, you will write expression in the form of key and value. You will not write expressions alone. You will write expression in the form of key and value pair. All right. Okay. Sorry. So syntax will be much more same. It's dict comprehension, so you will use curly braces. Expression you will write in the form of key and value. So key colon value. If you are having any if condition, you can write if condition here. If it is not, you need not to write else expression and loops. If you have loop, you can write your loops here. Okay. So I have a query which we can solve using dict comprehension. See, let's take an example how you can use dict comprehension. Suppose I have a data set of students. Okay, so let's say I have named a variable data and I'm going to create a dictionary, and in this dictionary there are names. Let's say these are the names that or one or two names as well. Yeah, another variable is age, another key is age, sorry. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, again let's say address, another list we have. Let's say some addresses are there, some random addresses. Okay, so suppose this is the data set and we are not sure. Suppose you're working in a company and the data set size is so large, so you're not sure what is the length of each column. Let's say in a data set there are three columns: name, age and address, and they have so many values, correct? So you're not sure how many records are there for each key, or in this perspective you can say you are not sure how many values are there for each key. So it's just you have to find out how many records or how many values are there respective to each keys. Let's say this as an example here, for the names, for the key names you have 6 records. For the key age you have uh, 7 records, and for address you have many records, right? So you just have to find out respective to each key how many records are there. That's it. So how you can do it using dictionary comprehension? That is very easy. What you can do, simply put curly braces. Since we are using dict comprehension, use the follow for I in data. What it will do, see, in dictionary case you must have heard about three functions: keys, values and items. What items do, here we are going to use the items function. What items do, it extract the key value pair. What it do? It extracts the key value pair. That's it. That is what it do. Okay. So if I write here data dot items like that, it will extract key value pair. So there will be two values will be extracted. So we will store those two values in two variables. Correct? So I will use for I comma j in data dot items. So what it will do? It will extract key value pair from uh, data and put in the I and j. Okay. So what will be in I? In I you will have a key. In j you will have a value. Okay. So what you have to do? You just have to find the length of your values. See, when this loop runs, what will happen? Let me tell you. The first time when this loop runs, from the data dictionary, from this dictionary which is data, it will pick key and value. So in the form of key, it will in variable I, it will store names, and in variable j, it will store value. And what is the value of names? The value is a list. This whole list, it will store this whole list into j. Again, when the second time this loop runs, it will uh, extract the key value from here. So it will store the age value in I and store this list, this whole list in j. So what I need to do, I just need to extract, I just need to find the length of this list. If I want to know the number of elements in this key, what I can do, I can just find out the length of this list. I will be able to give the answer. All right. So in with this syntax, you can see that for, after using loop, you can write your expression in the form of key and value at the front of the at the starting point. Huh? So what you can do for in the case of key, you will use I, since I is a variable that is storing your key. Okay, I colon. What you can do, you have to find the length of each list, and you have to find the length of this list, you have to find the length of this list, and you have to find the length of this list. This way you can get to know that how many elements are there in each key. Okay, so this key has 6 elements, this key age has 7 elements, and this key has many elements. So what you can do, you can simply bus length of this j, since you know that j is the one who is storing the values. And what is the values? Values are the list, so it will extract the length of those lists for you. Okay, so just print it. Yeah, that's it. If you run this, we missed something. Yeah, the comma, we missed here the comma. Yeah, as you can see here, names has 6 elements, age has 7 elements, and address has 8 elements. So this way you can use it. Also, if you want to add some condition here, you can add it after if, after your for loop. So rules will be the same as it was in list comprehension. It's just in the form of expression you have to write in uh, write as a key and value, not just a variable. Huh? Previously in list we were using as a single variable or a single expression. Here you cannot write it like that. You have to write your expression in the form of key and value. That's it. That's it. What you have to remember. Otherwise, it is totally similar to the list comprehension. So I hope dict comprehension is also fine with you guys. If you have any queries regarding dict comprehension or list comprehension, you can put in the comments. I will answer that. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the work you for you guys. Thank you so much.